Hi. Hey ladies. Happy Mother's Day weekend. Hey everyone. Hope that you guys are doing well. All right. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Yes, as you guys are coming in, please like the video. Hope everybody's doing great. Okay. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. Hope everybody's doing great today and getting prepared for Mother's Day tomorrow. Okay, whether you're a mom or future mom, or you're spend time with your mom, either way. Okay, so today we want to talk about a really important topic. Okay, of course, we had an amazing live the other day on Thursday, how to prevent fibroids, and we're gonna talk. We missed some stuff. We're gonna talk about part 2 today. The reason why I wanted to do part 2 of the live last time because we talked more about emotions last time, right? And the things that we're holding on energetically when we have fibroids. And we talked more so about that. So we're gonna talk about some other things as well, how to prevent fibroids, because in case you did not know, fibroids is an epidemic, okay? It's an epidemic. And as you're coming in, make sure you like the video. If you're new, hi and welcome. Okay, we're talking about how to prevent fibroids. All right, tap on that screen. Let's like the video. Let's get the likes up. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Okay, so we're talking about how do we prevent fibroids. And if you guys weren't here last time, we may go over a couple of things we talked about in the first live, okay? But how we prevent fibroids, very important conversation because, you know, we have an epidemic of women dealing with fibroids. If you're in a room with 10 women, at least 8 of those women have fibroids. And that is just absolutely insane. And enough is not being done about it. Women don't understand why they develop fibroids. They don't understand, you know, how to also get rid of them naturally as well. You know, what's going on in their body when your body has developed fibroids. Most women have no clue. And this keeps them stuck and they don't understand how fibroids is a full body issue. That's another part of it. Thank you so much for the likes. Yes, if you guys don't mind, please like the video. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate that, okay? As you guys are coming in, like the video, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up so we can get more women in here. Like, don't be selfish, y'all. Let's get more women in here. When you like the video, it pushes it out to the algorithm so more women are able to, you know, learn, okay? Very important because listen, I always say this, there's so many women dealing with fibroids that are just in the dark, who don't know what to do, who think that they're the only ones going through this issue, who are, you know, frustrated, it's just a lot, okay? So let's talk about fibroids today. Women don't understand how fibroids is a full body issue, okay? We're gonna talk more about that today. When you have fibroids, listen ladies, it's also affecting your lymphatic system. We're dealing with a congested lymphatic system. We're dealing with, you know, a liver that is sluggish, right? We're dealing with our gut health is you know, compromised. There's so much going on in the body when you're dealing with fibroids. It's not just a uterine issue. That's why it's so important. And when you do get them taken out, this is why they continue to regrow again and again, because again, you're not taking care of the root cause. You're not getting to the root cause of the fibroids. And when we don't get to the root cause, listen, it continues to become an issue, okay? So please like the video as you're coming in. Hope you guys are doing amazing. So a little bit about myself. If you guys are new, by the way, hi and welcome. Okay, welcome to my live. If you're new, my name is Sasha and I'm a holistic womb specialist. And what I do is I help women who have fibroids, who are dealing with infertility, who have PCOS and other reproductive health issues. I help them get to the root cause of the problem and get rid of this problem, okay? And get rid of fibroids and get rid of cysts and get rid of, you know, uterine polyps and reverse PCOS and endometriosis. These are things I've helped my clients do, okay? So I come on here live. I wanted to do in the month of May, go live a lot more often so I could really help you guys along your womb healing journey. And also, because I know that, you know, TikTok is not gonna be here forever, okay? So that's why I'm really trying to utilize it while it's here, but let more and more women know, listen, this is an issue that you actually can get rid of on your own. You don't have to get cut open over and over again for, you know, because of fibroids. There's women that's literally had 4 or 5 fibroid surgeries, like myomectomies. There's women that's had 7, you know, of these endometriosis surgeries over and over again, and just to regrow the same, you know, the same endometriomas, the same, you know, endometrial tissue, like, you know, the same. So it's really important for you to understand, listen, we don't have to suffer. Okay? So if you're in here, make sure you're following me. Number one, make sure you're following me, and make sure you're also on my email list. Click the link in my bio to be a part of my email list. Thank you so much, Geraldine, for liking the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Unstoppable, for liking the video. Let's get the likes up. I really appreciate it. But make sure you guys are also on my email list as well. because we don't know how long TikTok will be here, okay? Now let's talk about how do we prevent fibroids, okay? Last time we talked about the diet. This is a big thing, okay? We talked about the diet, your diet, okay? This is huge. This is huge. So if you're eating a diet filled with soy, I think these are hormone disrupting foods, right? If you're eating a diet filled with dairy, if you're eating a diet filled with other hormone disrupting foods such as, caffeine, this can really not only ruin your endocrine system, but also raise your estrogen levels up and make your body more susceptible to getting fibroids, right? So it's really important that we're proactive on what we're actually feeding our bodies with every single day. And also for women that have fibroids, making sure that you're not growing those fibroids, you're not worsening the issue, okay? So if you guys are in, hi and welcome. You guys are joining me for the first time, hi and welcome, by the way. Make sure you guys are following me and on my email list as well. We'll talk about how to prevent fibroids, and also feel free to ask questions as well. Everybody's quiet today. I don't know because it's Saturday, but y'all are super quiet today. Feel free to ask questions. I'm used to getting a whole bunch of questions, but very, very important. So it's important for you start. What do you mean? What do you mean start? I'm not understanding. It's important for you to understand and that a lot of the habits that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, a lot of these habits that you're doing on a day-to-day basis are causing your fibroids to not only develop, but also causing your fibroids to grow, causing your fibroids to worsen as well. So it's really important for you to understand that. Okay, so there we go. But make sure what causes the fibroid. So this is a great question. So estrogen dominance for the most part, so when you're dealing with a hormone imbalance, it's estrogen dominance, right? When our estrogen levels and progesterone levels are out of balance, when your estrogen levels are high in according to your progesterone levels, they're supposed to be balanced, but when the estrogen levels are higher, what happens is that this causes estrogen imbalance in the body, and this makes you more prone to things like fibroids, cysts, because we're dealing with, when you have a lot of estrogen in the body, this triggers like abnormal growths that actually do your body harm. So not even just in the uterus, also in the breast as well. This is how women get breast cancer and tumors in their breast as well. So estrogen dominance is a serious issue. Also diet. There's so many different things that cause fibroids. We talked about last time in part 1, we talked about energetic reasons as well. But I do have more in-depth information about what exactly causes fibroids. If you go to the link in my bio and click on my email and subscribe to my email list, you'll get a video on that. Okay, the free that's called Free Yourself from Fibroids. Okay, so make sure you do that as well. But you have to understand the hormones in the food as well. Okay. So things like birth control even, right? This is gonna, really interfere with our endocrine system. Anything that's interfering with the endocrine system, that's adding synthetic hormones into your body, you want to avoid, because we're dealing with especially if you're dealing with fibroids currently, but you don't want to again make yourself more susceptible to getting fibroids, right? Which a lot of women are doing without even realizing it. Almost every day, I'm getting women message me and email me and say, I just been diagnosed with fibroids. Some of these women have even been following me for years, and they're just finding out. They just like my content, right? And they just randomly find out that they're having fibroids. And I always say, if you're not doing things to avoid fibroids, then it's more than likely because it's so common. But I don't want you guys to look at it as it's a light issue since it's so common, which some women tend to do. It's still a very serious issue, because you have to understand what's going on in the body when you develop fibroids and what could occur when you have fibroids. When you have fibroids, the same things that cause fibroids cause autoimmune disorders. The same things that cause fibroids also cause PCOS, endometriosis, cause thyroid issues, right? Cause so many things in the body. What about PCOS? Okay, so what exactly is your question about PCOS, Geraldine, if you don't mind me asking? So it's really important, from even the same things that cause fibroids even causes breast cancer at its worst, and infertility. A lot of women are infertile due to, due to hormonal imbalance called estrogen dominance, and don't even know it, don't even realize it. So this is a really important issue, right? Thank you guys so much for getting the likes up. Let's get the likes up. So it's really important for you to understand that you don't want to ever go through life thinking that fibroids is a light issue, because it's not a light issue, okay? You're dealing with a hormonal imbalance. You're dealing with a compromised lymphatic system, a compromised liver. A lot of women are also dealing with, also the kidneys are not filtering the way they're supposed to when we have fibroids. There's so much going on in the body. Are you asking, does PCOS cause fibroids. So PCOS can make you more susceptible to getting fibroids because it is also, again, you're dealing with an endocrine. When you're dealing with PCOS, you're dealing with lots of inflammation in the body. It's your endocrine system is severely, needs repairing, right? Is compromised significantly. So this does make it easier to get fibroids. A lot of women who have PCOS also have fibroids. A lot of women that have fibroids have PCOS but don't even know it, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Does fibroids grow fast? Great question. If you're feeding the fibroid, it does. And what I tend to see with women that have fibroids, they tend to be feeding it without even knowing it, right? Be feeding the fibroid without even knowing it, whether it's through food, whether it's through high stress levels, whether it's through lack of hydration. There's so many things that can feed fibroid, right? So that's why it's so important to understand fibroids and how it comes about in the body, because a lot of women don't understand how their body works, how their body even detoxifies. The detoxification process in their body, they don't understand how that works, right? And that's actually to their own detriment. And that's why I do these lives, to make you guys understand and I have courses as well, okay? For those that, and also too, let me just say this before I get started on how to prevent fibroids. Listen, before I start answering these questions, I do have, in case you guys are dealing with, I do have a Mother's Day special for women that are dealing with, are either wanting to get pregnant and they're trying to currently or having trouble with getting pregnant, or they are wanting to get pregnant in the future. Maybe you're not ready now, you're not married yet. You want to make sure that your womb is healthy though before getting pregnant. I do have a course actually that is a 3-day. It's 3 days of worth of replays from a old workshop that I did a long time ago called Enhancing Your Womb's Fertility Naturally. Okay, so the link is in my bio. Check it out. It's only $197. This is gonna teach you literally how to prepare the body, how to increase your fertility, how to prepare your body for fertility, for easy conception, right? So if you're having trouble with getting pregnant, get this, which we have. 15% of women have struggled getting pregnant, okay? And then we have 19% of Black women, that's 1 out of 5 now, that struggle getting pregnant, that are dealing with infertility. So you guys, if you know you want to have a child in the future, get your body ready now. Do not wait until you're having infertility issues, until you're struggling with getting pregnant, okay? And I've helped many women get pregnant. So get this course. It's only $197. It's only going to be available until Monday's the last day, okay? It's only for a Mother's Day flash sale, okay? It won't be on the site after Monday, okay? I just had an MRI on Wednesday, and make sure you guys get the likes up. Let's get to 3,000 likes. If you guys don't mind, type on the screen, let's get the likes up. I had an MRI on Wednesday. I have between 10 and 25 boys. I have large ones. Oh, wow, January. You're definitely on the right live. Make sure you're following me and get on my email list as well. Did they say around the sizes of your fibroids? Is St. John's Bush tea good to balance hormones with a plant-based diet? Whenever it comes to balancing your hormones, a tea or herb is not going to do the work for you. It's your daily habits. It's, it is also you clearing up a lot of the stuff that you've done in the past as well. Because a lot of us have really done a lot of harm to our bodies, and we have to reset our bodies in order to be able to balance our hormones, if that makes sense. So it depends. It's not going to balance your hormones, but it can make you feel better. But we want to your daily habits are going to balance your hormones, if that makes sense. Tia, hopefully I'm saying your name right. I know you emailed me. I had fibroids and I'm going through menopause. So I'm happy. Okay. Paul, I'm happy you said that. When women that have fibroids are more susceptible to having their period stop early. And when your period stop early, it doesn't necessarily mean it's menopause. For a lot of women that's getting menopause in their 40s, I'm not sure how old you are. I'm not necessarily speaking towards you. I'm saying everybody, because this is an epidemic. I see a lot of women that have fibroids, or just in general, getting menopause in their 40s and 50s. And when I've worked with women in that age group, a lot of women who thought they were in menopause, and we got their periods back. What is that saying? That's saying your body's not really in menopause, right? What's going on is that your reproductive organs have shut down. You're dealing with hormonal imbalances, and this has caused the period to stop. That doesn't necessarily mean you're in menopause. Menopause is supposed to be like a gradual shift, right? No symptoms, because that's hormonal imbalance, right? No symptoms. Your body's supposed to gradually shift into that state. And you'll see women who live in other countries, in healthier countries, right? You'll see them, they'll get into menopause like in their 60s, right? Some even 70s, like in much later ages. We're pushing our body into early menopause. We're literally doing it. And when you have fibroids, you have a hormonal imbalance. You're dealing with toxins in the body. So yes, you can get into menopause much earlier than you're supposed to. If that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. And menopause with a lot of symptoms as well, with horrible symptoms. Okay. Thank you. That makes sense. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Walatia. And I know you asked me about a course, and I know you asked me about a program. I wanted to say this too, because for women that are interested in interested in working with me in my Detoxify Your Womb program, and you're not able to yet, or for whatever reason, maybe you're not a good candidate for it. I always say this: get a course, okay? Start now. Do something. Get a course. If you're not able to work with me, because I can't work with everybody, and I make it clear, my program I vet before coming into my program because you're working with me for 3 months at a time. So I can't work with everybody, right? Literally have followers from all over the world. So get a course. People have gotten great results from the 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course and other course, Restore Your Womb course, right? Now, but if listen, I want to work with you, I'm ready to work with you, I'm ready now, then email me, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. They said the size of a 10-pound baby. My God. So around the size of a grapefruit, I'm guessing. If it's a 10-pound baby, that's much bigger than the grapefruit. January. That's much bigger than the grapefruit. We're talking about like maybe a watermelon. We're talking about we're talking about just imagine a 10-pound baby. A grapefruit is like this. It's not that big. Will being on period pause help shrink fibroids? What's period pause? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm 52, and have 4 children. Okay. I think my fibroids grow when I'm stressed. Absolutely, yeah. Fibroids will grow when you're stressed. Yes, makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome, Paula. Okay, so I want to talk about monitoring your menstrual cycles. Monitoring your menstrual cycles. This is something too. Let's get the likes up if you guys don't mind. Let's get the likes up we want our official goal is to get them up to 10K in this live. Let's get the likes up. Like the video. Let's get at least up to 3,000 now. Let's get it up. But monitoring your menstrual cycle is very important. Listen, how do you know that your body's... Our menstrual cycle is our body's 5th vital sign. Our menstrual cycle as women is our body's 5th vital sign, and we don't utilize it. So a lot of women are dealing with cramping during their menstrual cycle. Put a 1 in the chat if this is you. Put a 1 in the chat if you have cramping during or before your menstrual cycle. If you deal with if you're dealing with bloating. Put a 1 in the chat if this is you. If you're dealing with heavy bleeding. If you're dealing with PMS. If you're dealing with breast tenderness, right? If you're dealing with these symptoms, headaches during your cycle. Thank you. Thank you so much for liking the video. Okay, so I see 1. Women don't understand that is a hormonal imbalance, right? So for women that have fibroids, you were dealing with these things more than likely months, years before you develop fibroids, but you didn't recognize that. Listen, this is an imbalance in my body. This is a hormonal imbalance, right? So recognizing when your period is trying to let you know, listen, we're dealing with lots of toxins, we're dealing with an imbalance. Recognizing this is very important. A lot of women think cramps are normal. They're not normal, right? Pain is never normal. Pain during, on, or in between your cycle is never normal. PMS is never normal. Heavy bleeding is definitely not normal. Okay, these things are not normal. So it's very important to understand the difference between having a normal, healthy cycle and a cycle that's letting you know, listen, I'm dealing with all tons of imbalances. Your cycle is supposed to be light, not heavy. Okay, no symptoms really, honestly, except maybe you may feel a tiny bit more fatigued because your hormone levels are lower. But other than that, you're not supposed to have all these crazy symptoms, right? That's an imbalance in the body. Your cycle is trying to show you that. I've been watching my menstrual, and lately the days have been lasting longer than normal. Or call her Michi. Are you dealing with lots of stress? Are we dealing with typically, when we're not addressing the issue, it does worsen, unfortunately. So that means that's why it's so important that we start addressing these issues as soon, and we're proactive in addressing them, okay? But a lot of women, like I said, they don't understand. They don't know that having long cycles, they don't know that having, bleeding for more than 4 days is a red flag. It's a red flag. Blocked tubes and fibroids. Okay, blocked tubes and fibroids. And I want you to know you can unblock your tubes naturally, okay? I've helped women do that. It takes time now. It takes a lot of time, persistence, and consistency. but you can unblock them naturally, okay? And you can, of course, get rid of fibroids naturally, okay? So it takes time with blocked tubes and a lot of persistence and dedication, but it can happen, right? You can't get rid of the inflammation. Thank you so much for sharing the video, Brittany. Hey, Brittany, I've been using castor oil packs. Okay, castor oil, I don't like to really talk about those, but I will say that I know somebody brings it up on every live because that's like the new thing now. That's not gonna get to the root cause of the problem. So you have to get to the root cause of the problem. Castor oil packs are not gonna do that. I'm sorry, they're not. Get to the root cause of the issue, okay? You have to start, like I said, undoing the things that are causing these issues and actually start putting parameters in place that's gonna heal your body, right? So if we're eating a bad diet and doing castor oil packs, we're wasting our time, right? If we're super stressed and doing castor oil packs, we're wasting our time, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But if you feel better from using it, that's totally okay. But we trying to get to the root cause of the problem and get rid of the problem, not just feel better, okay? So just be aware, be wary of these TikTok trends. Okay, because if you watch my lives, you guys know every few months it's something, right? You know, putting oil in your belly or chlorophyll, you know, but again, it has to be, like if it's not addressing the root cause, you're wasting your time. If you're not working towards the root cause, I'm not saying you guys can't do these remedies, right? But if you're not addressing the root cause, you're wasting your time. I've had women, like for example, I just had somebody who is about to join the Detoxify Your Womb program, right? She's in process of joining the Detoxify Your Womb program. She's tried everything, like all of these trendy remedies, but not getting to the root cause of the problem is going to just cost you time. It's going to just make there's people the issue has gotten worse because they haven't got to the root cause of the problem. They've just tried all these remedies and they're like, oh, I feel better, but then they realize that their fibroid has grown. I've had people tell me that too. So be very careful with that stuff, okay? I'll be watching a few of your YouTube videos this weekend once you follow all the steps. Absolutely. And Brittany, if you want to follow all the steps, the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course, okay? For fibroids, if you have fibroids, that's the course that will get you right for following all the steps, okay? Not the YouTube video. Well, the YouTube videos are good for awareness, don't get me wrong. But if you want the steps, that's where they are, okay? What are some ways to balance your hormones? I know diet changes, but what else? So while that is something I address fully in my Restore Your Womb course, okay? So check that out. I know we talked about, you check out a course and give you the tools to actually fully do that 100%. I've had women getting amazing results from that course. So yes, I've tried them all. Yes, call her Michi. I know a lot of women that have fibroids literally have tried every single remedy out there, right? Except getting to the root cause of the problem, okay? Except getting to the root cause of the problem. If the steps are followed properly, will a 13 centimeter big fibroid shrink completely, or is it just to a C? What does that mean to a C? If the steps are followed correctly and you're disciplined and you continue on, you can get rid of that 13 centimeter fibroid, okay, completely. But like I said, it's going to take some time now. It's not going to happen in a month. It's going to take time. But I will say this, right? Within a month, within 30 days, you're going to be able to see all your fibroid symptoms go away if you're consistent, right? But then it takes some time for the fibroid itself to go away. I've had a client who had a 6 centimeter fibroid get rid of it completely in 3 months, okay? 3 months. In my Detoxify Your Womb program, we got rid of all her endometriosis symptoms to the point where it's pretty much reversed now. Her periods went from 14 days in severe pain, severe pelvic pain to the point where she couldn't even go to work, to now 4 days in light and no cramps, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Had a banana and grapes for breakfast. Good. Went on a 20-minute walk with my dog this morning. Love that. Great job. Great job. But Priscilla, you can get rid of it completely. You don't have to, okay, we'll do, okay, great. I have fibroids. My doctor has put me on folic acid. Oh gosh. Not these, okay, so we have to, but the bleeding, okay. So we have to, doctors, let me just say this, okay? And I just want to let you guys know I am I'm a holistic specialist, womb specialist, okay? I'm not, the advice I give is very different than your doctor. When it comes to Western medicine and the reproductive health system, the reproductive health, they have failed. This is why so many women are dealing with fibroids, PCOS, right? Endometriosis, blocked tubes. And all they have for you is medication and surgeries that actually make the situation worse, okay? So my advice is going to be very different than theirs. I have to put out a disclaimer, okay? In case you guys are new. And if you guys are new, also make sure you guys are following me. Make sure you guys are also click the link in my bio to join my email list if you're new, because we don't know how long TikTok will be here. But I will say this, listen, medication is not going to work for fibroids or bleeding, right? Yes, it may stop in the meantime, but what is it doing on the back end? Like, these medications are very harmful for your liver, for your kidneys, and you already have compromised liver and kidneys and digestive system, when you have fibroids, right? So it's not getting to the root cause of the problem. It's just making you feel better in the meantime. But what happens when you get off the medication? What happens when you get off the medication, right? So be very careful with these medications and supplements, right? Supplements that's another thing too. That's another trend too. Let's put you on all these supplements, right? They're not getting to the root cause of the problem, not addressing the fibroid, right? We have to stop that. So I'm very holistic. I address the body, the mind, the soul, because when we have fibroids, we talked about this last time. When we have fibroids, also there's energetic reasons for fibroids as well. So in my program, we address everything, okay? The full body, the full person. Okay, well, let us say I'm 3 months off Provera and I feel better. Yes. And Brittany, I know Brittany took the How to Eliminate Heavy Bleeding mini course. So yes, I love that. Love that. I'm so happy you feel better. Could the spotting between periods be due to the fibroids? Absolutely. Absolutely. Your periods can do like when you have fibroids, your periods can do anything. You can bleed your periods can just go crazy. Like, you can bleed for a week. You can bleed for 3 months in a row. Like, just expect when you have fibroids and you're not addressing them, your periods are going to be unpredictable, okay? So anything can happen with your period when you have fibroids. My doctor put me on prenatals, I guess, because I wanted to have a baby. January, I have this Mother's Day. Just check, for you to check it out. Prenatals, don't get me started on them, right? Don't get me started on prenatals. But with all those fillers and those things, what's going to help you actually be able to get pregnant, right? And I work with women. I've helped women get pregnant naturally. You guys can check out my testimonials. It's actually like taking care of your body, right? That's going to and not just get pregnant, but also have the healthiest pregnancy and baby. Taking care of your body, not even just during the pregnancy, but before the pregnancy, okay? Taking care of your body, nourishing your body, right? Pouring into your body. And there's certain things when it comes to when we're trying to prepare for pregnancy, like, because I always say fertility, every woman's birthright who wants to have a baby, every woman's birth to have a baby, period, right? But we have to get the body healthy. Taking prenatals is not getting your body healthy when you have fibroids, right? When you have things. So it's so important for you to really work and really get your body healthy, get your gut healthy, get your liver healthy, get your hormones balanced, get these systems healthy in your body before you bring forth life, okay? That could take 3 months, that could take 6 months for some women, but what you do preconception matters. What you do matters more. For a lot of women, like, this trigger warning for anybody that's had a miscarriage, trigger warning. For miscarriages, they're seeing that a lot of times what we've done preconception, right? Not even just during the pregnancy, is what's contributing to them, okay? The state of our bodies during preconception. So be very careful with that, right? So if you're interested, check it out and see if it's for you. I have an amazing, this is a Mother's Day sale course. Anybody can get it. I have a 3-day workshop, right, where it's the replays from an amazing 3-day workshop I did like a year ago. It's called Enhancing Your Womb's Fertility Naturally. Okay, if you're interested in checking it out, check it out. It's 3 days worth of replays. It's only $197, and it's only going to be on the site this weekend for Mother's Day, right? For women that are wanting to be mothers. Whether you want to be a mother next year or 5 years from now, you need to be getting your body healthy now, because the amount of women that are dealing with all this crap when they're pregnant and you guys don't know what I hear, because people are in my inbox or in my messages letting me know what's going on, and women are suffering. They're literally like suffering to death in pregnancy, and they don't have to, right? That's a great deal. Thank you, Brittany. And this is for mothers. This is a Mother's Day special. Literally preparing your womb and preparing your mind, your soul for pregnancy the right way, and stop delivering these babies in an unhealthy state with imbalanced hormones, with fibroids, with cysts. We gotta stop, because if you're going into pregnancy already with imbalanced hormones, what's going on in the body when you are pregnant, right? It's a chaos. This is why a lot of women are in pain. They're dealing with gestational diabetes. There's just so much, and the thing is, it's that's just how it is. No, it's the state that your body was in before getting pregnant. We gotta stop, okay? So if you're interested in, if you know you want to get pregnant, I don't care if it's next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, get your body healthy now. So that 3-day workshop is there for women that are interested, okay? The last day is gonna be on the site is on Monday, okay? The last day. So it's only $197. 3 days, it's over 4 hours of recording. It's amazing, okay? And you're gonna see people who are asking questions, so I really go in depth in there, okay? So for women that are interested, I'm getting healthy. Yes, I love that. Anybody else? Hey, Myra, hey, I also have adenomyosis. Oh, Myra, did you recently find out? A lot of women that have fibroids have adenomyosis, unfortunately. That is also very common. When you have one reproductive health issue, you can get another one easily. When you have fibroids, you can easily get adenomyosis, PCOS, until we get, that's why it's so important to get to the root cause of the problem. That's why it's imperative to get to the root cause of the problem, okay? So I don't know, are you just finding out that you have adenomyosis, or I know that you've came in before, I think you had fibroids before. So let me know. All right, so monitoring your menstrual cycle, honestly, it's really, really important for you to understand what a healthy menstrual cycle is. A healthy menstrual cycle is not bleeding for more than 4 days. It's not, gushing blood. It's not having cramps. It's not having PMS. It's not having all of these problems. That's not a healthy menstrual cycle. So it's so important for you to understand what a healthy menstrual cycle is, right? It's supposed to be light. It's supposed to be, painless. You're supposed to be in flow when you're on your menstrual cycle. You're supposed to be in flow. You're not supposed to be in pain, doubled over on the couch. Yes, you may want to be more, introverted when you're on your cycle. You may want to, kind of stay in the background, which is totally fine because your hormone levels are down. You may not want to be around people, and that's fine. But you're not supposed to feel like, so fatigued you can barely move. Like, no, you're not supposed to be in bed and in pain all day. Like, it's not, no. That's not, and I said this before, that's not your, we want to take on Eve's curse in the Bible. We want to take on her curse on so bad. That's not your curse, okay? That's not your curse. You want to take it on so bad and think that this stuff is normal. It's not normal. Understand when your body is going through an imbalance, okay? I've been knowing about it, and my OBGYN suggested birth control. Absolutely not, but I need to wean myself up. Absolutely. Are you on birth control right now? If you are, this is, again, putting the body in a worsened state. She suggested either a hysterectomy, absolutely not, or a medicine, absolutely not. That puts me into temporary menopause. Jesus, don't give me, oh no, Myra, no. What? I chose the birth control. Don't choose any of it. Choose to get rid of these things naturally. Choose to it's a root cause of the problem, Myra. You don't have to, no, they're trying to suffer. They're trying to make you suffer. This is crazy. This is how we put our body in a worsened state. This is why so many women are getting breast cancer, right? It's just crazy. I chose the birth control because it did help with the adenomyosis. It does not help. How does it help with adenomyosis, Myra? How? But I need to wean myself out. How does it help? It may help with the pain because you're suppressing your own natural hormones and you're suppressing your own ovulation when you're on birth control. It's not helping. It's actually worsening because it's feeding your liver. It's feeding your body with synthetic hormones. So on the back end, it's worsening the problem. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad you found me too. I get so emotional about this because I'm like, are they trying to kill them? What are they trying to do? They're just throwing all these medications and hormones and these things at women, right? We have to be very careful It did ease the symptoms. Okay, I will have to admit that, but I still have the fibroids, like you said, symptoms. Yeah, it didn't cure. It's not going to cure nothing. Birth control can't cure nothing. It may, at the time, you have to understand the reason that it's not really easing the symptoms. Your natural hormones are just being suppressed, so you're not really feeling what's going on with your body. But get off that birth control. You're gonna feel everything that you've been doing to your body. I'm telling you this right now, okay? So yeah, wean yourself off of that stuff. Do not get back on birth control. It's like poison to the body. My cycles come every 28 days, no bleeding in between. Just got to get the heavy flow down, shrink fibers. Absolutely, Brittany, we got work to do, but keep on your journey. Continue on your journey. But I'm happy to hear that it's starting to come every 28 days. I told my OB that I wanted to try to shrink the mine. Naturally told me that it may not be possible. They're gonna say that because they're gonna say that. I don't believe that. Yeah, don't believe that. They told me the same thing. I got rid of my fibroids. They told me that it's impossible to shrink fibroids. This was over 10 years ago. I got rid of them. Okay, so Please don't believe them. They're gonna tell you that yes, the natural way doesn't work. That's their job to tell you that, right? You're supposed to get surgery, you're supposed to get a hysterectomy or myomectomy. That's their job to say that. And also too, that gives them more incentives, right? But what happens when you get it again? You get the surgery, you get fibroids again, because that's what's gonna happen when you don't get to the root cause of the problem. Why don't I have symptoms for my fibroids? Because oh, okay. I'm thinking I'm talking to Myra. Sorry, your profile pictures look similar. Call her Michi. Everybody's different. Some women, and you may have symptoms and not know that their symptoms are fibroids. Because when I ask deeper questions, women have symptoms, right? If do you have a cycle that lasts longer than 4 days? Do you have a heavy cycle? When I start asking questions, there's symptoms there. We just recognize them as being normal, so we don't count them as symptoms. If that makes sense. Does birth control cause a large fibroid over time? Absolutely. Listen, birth control will grow that fibroid. Listen, yes, it will. It will absolutely. User 5'3". Some people have symptoms and others don't. But typically, most women from fibroids have symptoms, right? They just don't know that there are symptoms, okay? When I start asking questions, there's always symptoms there, okay? How do you shrink your fibroid naturally? Princess, I have an amazing course called the 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids Full Bundle Course that has literally helped women shrink and get rid of their fibroids. It's been for years now. And if you're interested, check it out. It's called, again, the 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids Full Bundle Course. It includes the training on it's me talking in depthly about those 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids, and also I added a bonus step as well. Also, it has how to eliminate heavy bleeding. It has that mini course. It has how to cleanse the liver, which you need to do when you have fibroids. How to also cleanse the lymphatic system. It has that as well. Okay. Also, fibroid-friendly foods, fibroid-friendly meal plan, and grocery shopping list as well. Okay, and a week-long meal plan for you to learn how to eat. And also foods to avoid when you're when you have reproductive health issues as well. Okay. Oh, and also how to reverse anemia. All of that in one course. Okay. So it's a full bundle course for a reason. Okay. So check it out. My doctor told me I can't get rid of my natural. I didn't believe her. Yeah, don't believe her. I mean, if you look at my testimonies, we've been doing it for years, helping women get rid of their fibroids. So it's not even just me saying. Some of these testimonies are literally of clients letting you know what they've been able to achieve in my programs by working with me and by my courses, okay? So please stop. You all don't believe them. Let's see. Just learned my vitamin D was fairly low. Yeah, you have to. Okay, so when you have this, I'm happy you mentioned that. So low vitamin D, right? If our liver is not filtering the way it's supposed to, then it's going to be very hard for your body to be able to absorb nutrients, okay? So when we have fibroids, we have all these things that we have also backed up elimination pathways, if that makes sense, backed up elimination organs. So the organs that were created to eliminate toxins, they're backed up when we have fibroids. So this is why women that have fibroids have many mineral deficiencies. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Will prenatals grow the fibroid while pregnant? It's not, prenatals won't grow the fibroid, but it's just like, what's the point of taking it? Right? Get herbs. Get natural herbs, right? These prenatals are a waste. Get natural herbs, right? For women that are pregnant, and get your iron levels up, and get iron. Natural herbs and iron, but herbal iron, okay? That's more, and also eat your nutrients as well, because a lot of pregnant women they're not eating enough nutrients, they're not drinking enough water. Hopefully that makes sense. My menstrual used to be 3 to 4 days. Now they last a week. Oh no, that's symptoms right there. That's symptoms right there. So those are symptoms. Call me Michi. Okay. I suffer from one miscarriage. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You're welcome, Princess Myra. If you're trying to get pregnant, check out my Mother's Day special. It is the what is it called? The Enhancing Your Wombs Naturally 3-day workshop. It's the replays from my 3-day workshop. It is on sale for Mother's Day. It's going to be off the site on Monday. So check it out. It's only $197. It helps prepare your body for pregnancy. Like, mind, body, and soul. Okay. Because a lot of women, again, like I mentioned earlier, are going into pregnancy in an unhealthy state. In a very unhealthy state. Mentally, physically. So it helps also to rebalance your hormones, get your body healthy for pregnancy. So if you're trying to get pregnant, whether it's this year, next year, 5 years from now, get your body healthy now. That's so important, okay? Is bladderwrack good for fibroids? No, actually, bladderwrack is not really a good herb for women. Okay, that is, yeah, but bladder is not really a good herb for women. Okay, no, I'm not trying to get pregnant right now. Okay, I just want to be healthy for the future. Okay, good. Even, I mean, there's even women that's gotten that course, that's gotten that, that 3-day workshop, that's not necessarily trying to get pregnant right now, but still want to make sure their body's healthy before pregnancy. So if that's you or anybody else out there, check out that. Because we want to wait until we get pregnant or about to get pregnant before we get healthy. That's not how it works. We have to make sure that our bodies are healthy before getting pregnant. And if you don't have to listen, if you don't have, you have to stay ready. You don't have to get ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Okay, gotta find the right guy first. Then you should be working on that now, because you can find the right guy tomorrow, and then in 6 months, I don't know how old you are, but 6 months, a year, you can be ready to get married and y'all ready to have children. Then what? Then what? Get your body healthy now. And this is also how we listen for women that are not okay. So this is I'm happy you said this. For women that are not married, right, or wanting to find a guy, wanting to find a husband, right, and get married and have children and do all that stuff, right? You know, the best way to manifest that is getting your, not just your mind, your mindset healthy, but also your body healthy, right? If you know you want to get married and have children, and why are you dealing with all these fibroids? Why are you dealing with all these cysts? Why? Get your body healthy, right? This is how we manifest things that we want. We can't sit here and be heavy cycles. This, that, everything's going on. Yeah, but we want to get married and have children. No, get your body healthy now. Like, this is how we prepare for marriage, prepare for pregnancy. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? Do you believe that young pearls work? Absolutely not. Do not put anything up your vagina. That does not belong there, okay? Do not put any foreign object up your vagina. That does not belong there. That does include tampons, but that's a whole other conversation. What about young things are fine, but again, it's a remedy. It's not going to do the work for you. It's just a remedy. I want to make an herbal tea with red raspberry and yarrow. Okay, yeah. Why is bladder wrack not good? If you want to do bladder wrack, do bladder wrack. I've been taught that is not a good, and by herbalists years ago, that is not a good herb for women, okay? It's not a good herb it's great for men, but just not for women, okay? So about to be 42. Myra, do the work now. Get started now. Get your body healthy now, okay? Just wanted to check those herbs. Yeah, they're fine. Those herbs are fine. Red raspberry is not my favorite herb, but a lot of women have had success on that herb, okay? I like for low iron, I like sarsaparilla root, dandelion root, burdock root. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so another thing too, keep your hormones balanced. For women, hey Angel, hey, doctors think hysterectomy is the best solution. Yeah, you don't want to get a hysterectomy. That's going to force you into early menopause, and it's going to be hell for you. For women that get hysterectomies, and menopause is hell for them. It's hell because they have not gotten to the root cause of the problem. They haven't. I did a video on that. Menopause is absolute hell. Menopause is not supposed to be hell. It's not supposed to be hell. Okay? Angel, are you about to have your first Mother's Day? Is that tomorrow? Just wanted to, okay, so those are, hey, Ash, hey. All right, so ladies, let's get, okay, so let's go through this. Keep your hormones balanced. Keep your hormones balanced, okay? Keep your hormones balanced is so important. What does that mean? That means that we shouldn't be having these heavy cycles, right, and not doing anything about them. We should actually be proactive in keeping our hormones balanced and keeping our body balanced. When your hormones are in balance, number one, you sleep great. Number two, your stomach is flat. And I meant to also mention this as well, right? For women that have weight issues, they can't lose the weight. This is a hormonal issue as well, okay? So your stomach is flatter. Like when your hormones are imbalanced, your hormones cannot be imbalanced and you have a big stomach. That's impossible. That's impossible. Your stomach is flat when your hormones are imbalanced, okay? Your bowel movements are much better, right? You don't deal with no constipation. You're able to have at least a couple of bowel movements per day because we're eating all through the day. You only have one bowel movement. No, your body's healthier, right? Your mind is clearer. You're not dealing with brain fog. You're not dealing with difficulty concentrating. You're able to just move through life a lot better. You're not feeling all these aches and pains and tired during the day. Like you're your best self when your hormones are in balance, right? That should be the goal. Thank you guys for liking the video. That should be the goal for everybody. That should be the goal for everybody, right? To be your best self. Like your skin's glowing. Like you are the truest version of yourself when your hormones are in balance. When your hormones are out of balance, your brain chemistry is out of balance. You're out of balance, right? This is a reflection of you and where you are. This is also going to be a reflection on where your life is at as well, out of balance, because what's going on the inside has to come out. Okay, it's also a reflection of what's going on the outside as well. So everything's out of balance, right? Stress levels are out of balance. Everything's out of balance when your body's out of balance. So understand and recognize how your body moves. Like your digestion is great when you're in balance. So for y'all that says, "Oh, I need all these probiotics," your body's not in balance. Okay. So understand it. Listen, your body is at its best when your hormones are in balance, and when your body's at its best. You feel younger. You feel amazing. This is how the body should be. It shouldn't be. Our bodies are made to run 120 years. Not saying that all of us are going to get to that age, but it's made to run until then. So if you're falling apart when you're only in your 30s or 40s, then what the hell? And falling apart does mean fibroids, heavy bleeding, and adenomyosis, endometriosis. If your body's falling apart now, then what's going to happen in 20 years? Like, come on now, okay? What's going to happen in 20 years? I had PID years ago. Okay, that's what's caused my blocked tubes. Yeah, that could cause blocked tubes, but you still can get rid of it, okay? You still can get rid of it, okay? Inflammation, you still can get rid of it, okay? Keep your hormones in balance, okay? And if your hormones are not in balance, work on getting them in balance, okay? And if you need help with that, I have courses that help. Like my Restore Your Womb course is amazing for that. It gives you the tools and the knowledge and everything you need to get your hormones in balance, from meal plans to trainings so it's really important for you if you need help with that. That should be in it, and give yourself some time and be consistent and give yourself time as well to get your body in balance. Give yourself some time. It's not, some of you guys have done damage to your body for like years and years and years, and you want to see results in a few days. Have I had clients see results in a few days? Yes, I have. I've had a client that was bleeding for 21 days every single day for years. 21 days per month. That's how long her periods would be, and heavily, to the point where she couldn't even really go to work like that. She had to be home all the time because she was scared that the bleeding would she had to be rushed to the hospital so many times. And literally she got into the program, and my Testify Your Womb program, this was last August, and within days I was able to help her slow down her bleeding, and then eventually it 100% ceased. And then I helped her reset her cycle, and it came back in about a month after that, and it was 3 days, light cycle, and just much different than her cycle before. No clots, light, just 3 days, as opposed to 21 days. Those were some of the fastest results I've ever, fast results. I've had clients that had really fast results. So you never know, but for some people that doesn't happen. It does take some time, right? It does take maybe a month of really working on it. So some people even 3 months, depending on what's going on in their body. But some of you guys, you don't want to wait until your body's damn near falling apart before you actually do something about it. A lot of women, especially black women have a habit of waiting until they are damn near in their deathbed before they're able to do something about their health. Okay, we have to stop that. We got to stop that. Okay, that you're literally lowering your quality of life. Your reproductive health as women, the health of our womb, listen, is very important. That reflects the health of your entire body. It is said that our womb is our third brain. So if that womb is in disarray, then you are in disarray. You're dealing with your lymphatic system is in disarray. Your gut health is in disarray, right? And then some of you guys, your womb is in disarray, and then you're wanting to still bring in children in the world, but you haven't done anything to clear that womb. You haven't done anything to get that womb healthy. Children deserve to be born in a healthy womb, not one that's dealing with all these fibroids and all this crap going on, right? No, we have to stop. We have to stop that. Okay, we have to stop that. That means that you have to do the work now, to make sure that that's not your story. And I said this on this may offend somebody, but a lot of children are coming into the earth already in survival mode because they have to fight to survive in the womb because of the state the womb was in. Okay, So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so be proactive. Stop being reactive. Be proactive. Okay, I joined the mailing list. Good. Okay, happy you're on the email list, Myra. Happy you're on the email list. Okay. So, and watch, when you guys join the email list, watch the video. Watch the training on Free Yourself from Fibroids. Okay, make sure if you guys are not on the email list, click the link in my bio. Get on the email list. Okay, get on that email list. All right. So, you talked about monitoring. Okay, another thing too. I'm going to segue a little bit here. Right. This is going to be triggering for some people too. Stop sleeping with men that don't like you. Okay, I'm just gonna say it straight like that, because this is another thing too. We're allowing the bad energy into our womb. Stop sleeping with men who do not like you. I'm not saying, listen, and we as women know when men don't like, the men that we're with don't really like us. Stop sleeping with men who do not like you. I don't even care to tell you they love you. Do they like you? Stop sleeping with men that don't really like you. Stop allowing, if you share your body with somebody, I don't care, married, engaged, in a relationship, whatever, they should be treating you like you should be like a huge priority in their life. They should be treating you like because you're allowing them into your womb. So just imagine the energy, right? So you're allowing somebody who doesn't really like you, who doesn't treasure you, who doesn't put you as a priority, you're not their preference. You're allowing them into your womb. What do you think that's doing to you on a psychological level, on an energetic level? That's why a lot of women are dealing with depression and anxiety right now, because of who they're sleeping with. Because of who they're sleeping with. Okay? That's why a lot of women are dealing with fibroids as well, because of who they are sleeping with. Okay? Stop sleeping with men who do not like you. Okay? That's another one. That's another thing as well. The womb is I tell you guys, when it comes to the womb, it's not just a physical organ. It's also an energetic organ. We put a lot of women store emotional junk into their womb space, right? A lot of emotional junk this is why emotional blockage also represent things like fibroids, ovarian cysts, right? These are also blockages in the body, in the womb. So it's really important to stop. I had to learn that in my 20s. Absolutely, yes. We all stop sleeping with men who do not like you, who are only there for their own pleasure. They could care less about you or how you feel. And I know that the numbers went down. I know I said that, right? Because that is triggering, but it's really important for you to understand this, okay? This does contribute to a disarray of hormonal disarray in the body, okay? So hopefully that makes sense, okay? And you guys like the video, Let's get the likes up. We're supposed to get up to 10,000 today. We got a long way to go, okay? Let's get the likes up. Type on the screen, like the video. Also, too, take care of yourself. Thank you, Angel, for liking the video. Take care of you. Learn how to prioritize and take care of you. What does that mean? That means that I'm feeding myself the best foods. That means that I'm actually pouring into myself, right? This means that I'm actually loving on myself. I'm managing my stress levels. I'm exercising. I'm getting my steps in, right? I'm also making sure I'm getting enough sleep. I'm nourish your body. A lot of us don't. Like, we put ourselves at the back burner, right? We wait till we're so burnt out. You should never get to that place where you're burnt out, right? Don't allow yourself to get to that place where you're 100% burnt out. Take care of your body. Take care of your vessel. It's really important, okay? Take care of your body and take care of your vessel, okay? This is very important. When you don't take care of yourself and those cortisol levels rise up, what's that doing to the body? The progesterone shoots down, and this is when the estrogen levels start to go chaotic. This is how you get the fibroids, you get the heavy bleeding, you get the autoimmune disorders, you get all of these issues in the body. Take care of you. That's very important. That's vital. If you don't take care of you, this is for women that have fibroids, that have adenomyosis, that have ovarian cysts, PCOS. They weren't taking care of themselves, their bodies. They weren't. And just think about the time when you got these issues. I bet, like, you know, every single woman who has these issues, who's going through these issues, were not taking care of themselves at the time of the day that they developed these issues, okay? They weren't taking care of themselves at the time that they developed these issues, okay? So it's really important for you to understand that. Take care of your body, take care of yourself, okay? Go back to the time where you developed these issues, where you taking care of yourself right there. So we have to really understand and that these reproductive health issues happen for deeper reasons, right? It's reminding you, it's trying to get your attention, it's showing you, listen, right? You have to take care of you, okay? So let this be a lesson, and don't get so far gone to the point where, God forbid, your health just really goes down before you start taking care of your body. Please don't do that, okay? A lot of women are just not taking care of themselves, and it shows through your anxiety, your depression, your high stress levels, the burnout. You put everything and everybody before yourself, and that's to your own detriment, okay? That's also to the detriment of people that love you in your life, that are in your life as well, that love you for you, okay? So hopefully that makes sense, all right? I said this earlier, but I want to put this out there as well, right? When it comes to getting rid of fibroids, right? It's a full body, we have to address fibroids. It's a full body issue. So that means that we have to address it full body, mind, body, and soul. So just like I talked about last time in part 1, the physical things you want to let go of when you have fibroids, right? Because a lot of us are dealing with a lot of emotional blockages, a lot of trauma when it comes to fibroids. Trauma, because we're holding on to trauma, we're holding on to the past, we're holding on to, exes, the anger, we're holding on to maybe sexual trauma, miscarriages, abortions, we're holding on this stuff, and then we're holding on to it in the womb space, and it's creating literally tumors, okay? So that's really important for you to understand. We have to start learning how to bring things up to the surface, healing and letting these go and releasing things, okay? Releasing the past trauma, releasing the past, pain, right? We can't hold on to this stuff for the rest of our lives. We have to let it go, because holding on to this stuff forever is going to cause your body to express more symptoms, right? From fibroids to PCOS to endometriosis to heavy bleeding. And I always say, when you have heavy bleeding, I know you're stressed out. You're dealing with lots of stress in your life. I need help. Doctors keep telling me nothing's wrong with me, but my periods are terrible. Okay, so I'm happy that you said I'm happy that you're here, Queen. Make sure you join my email list. Click the link in my bio, join my email list. Okay, make sure you're following me as well, because again, like I said earlier, when it comes to reproductive health, doctors, Western medicine has dropped the ball. When you're dealing with really bad periods, this is a hormonal imbalance in the body. Have they checked for fibroids? Have they checked for cysts? Have they been able to evaluate you at all? If not, you may have to go to another doctor, but there may be something deeper there. But we're definitely dealing with a hormonal imbalance, dealing with the body's out of balance, okay? So click the link in my bio, join my email list, okay? And I want you to you're gonna see a training come to your inbox called "Free Yourself from Fibroids." I want you to watch that. It's not just only about fibroids; it's also about other reproductive health issues as well. I want you to learn about estrogen dominance and what's going on in the body when you're dealing with estrogen dominance, okay? So it's really important for us to learn about this stuff. How much is the program? Which program? I have my top level, high level, 3-month program, the Detoxify Your Womb program. And this is the program that I always say is not for everybody. It's for high achieving, emotional, intelligent women who are ready to totally transform the health of their body, mind, and soul, okay? It's a total transformational experience, okay? It's not for everybody. It's a myth. I typically don't even talk about the price too much on here, because it's not for everybody. That's why the price is not on there. But it's an investment, okay? If you're interested, you can email me. But go ahead and read as well what it entails, okay? Go ahead and go on the site and read what it entails, and email me if you are still interested, okay? How do you fix a hormonal imbalance? In my Restore Your Womb course, you want to address, again, you have to, when it comes to hormonal imbalance, first of all, we have to address what caused your hormones to be out of balance. What is the reason why your hormones are out of balance? That's the question that a lot of women don't ask themselves, right? So we have to start actually getting to the root cause of the problem of your hormonal imbalance and repair the hormones, okay? So for that, I have my Restore Your Womb course to really take you through the whole process of addressing all points of getting our hormones in balance, right? So that our bodies, again, we can be, I said this earlier, your body, you can be at your highest level. When your hormones are in balance, you're literally at the best version of yourself, right? When your hormones are out of balance, you are out of balance. So if you wanted more details on, if you actually want to go through the process and you want the knowledge and the tools on repairing your hormones, check out my Restore Your Womb course, okay? My sister has had 5 pregnancies and only able to carry 1 baby to full term. Oh my gosh, no, I'm so sorry, Karamichi. I'm so sorry. Ooh, that's horrible. You know what would be a good Mother's Day gift, honestly? Check out my Mother's Day special for her. She needs to get her body if she's wanting to have more children, whether she wants to or not, get her body prepared. Get her body in a healthy state. And her mind in a healthy state too. Before, that's why that's so important to anybody watching this. If you're wanting to have children, whether it's now, later, 10 years from now, get your mind, body in a healthy state now. Okay? The link is in my bio for my Mother's Day special, Enhancing Your Womb's Fertility Naturally. It's 3 days worth of replays, over 4 hours worth of replays for only $197. And that will only be on the site until after Monday. It will be off, and you won't see it again. Okay, it's literally, that's the Mother's Day special. Okay, so if you check it out, if you're interested. Does anybody have any questions before we go today? Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all the future mothers, okay, as well. Or the women who act as mothers to other people's children, okay, like myself. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. I will be live tomorrow, Mother's Day. Awesome live as always. Thank you, Brittany. I'm happy you guys enjoyed this live. I will be live tomorrow morning for those that are able to catch me before, celebrating Mother's Day, okay? Anybody have any questions before I go? Make sure you guys are also on my email list. She's given up. She's now 45 and my nephew's 24. Okay. You should, even if she doesn't want to have children, she should never give up on her body, on herself. Okay, she should never give up on her health as well. Giving up on your health is giving up on yourself. So this live is very informative. Okay, so happy that you found it informative. Thank you guys. Make sure that you guys are on my email list. Click the link in my bio, join my email list, make sure you're following me, and also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, I have some amazing things coming up that I'm putting out on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. And that's pretty much it. If nobody has any other questions, I'm going to go now. Have a wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys for sharing the live. I really appreciate that. Sharing the live. We got 11 shares. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, your weekend, and talk to you soon. Enjoy the beautiful day and get some sun. Okay, get some sun. Bye, ladies.